I was shuffling my cards asking what the topic was for today, and the Ace of Cups jumped out. So this is a love reading. It feels like it's for single people. So let's see what the universe would like us to know. Okay. So there was a situation that you thought held a lot of promise, that was going to really reap the rewards, bring you some rewards, but it ended up in a bit of conflict, maybe a bit of heartbreak, or at the very least a separation here, with one person walking away feeling wounded or sad, and the other person, it looks like they feel like they've got the upper hand. I get a sense of sadness from this person, like defensiveness, when you cut off your nose to spite your face, so you feel triumphant, but you are regretful. You're regretful about what you've done, and maybe it felt like the only course of action at the time, or the defense mechanisms being so strong that really this was the only option that this person felt they could take. So you are now left feeling a little bit stuck in a loop, like time is standing still, there's no forward movement for you. You have come a long way, but you've sort of reached some kind of holding pattern is what it feels like. And where they are is interesting. They are at a place of wanting to come towards you with something tangible. Now that could just be a conversation, but they have their eye towards future growth with you, and they are very determined. They are not going to let any obstacle stand in their way here. Look at this guy. Look how motivated this guy is to battle through any of the impediments. So this person might expect there to be, 6 impediments, and they've got their one wand there, the 7th wand that they are holding, that they're going to use to knock down the other 6 wands there, the impediments that they imagine might be standing in their way, and probably, and quite rightly so, because you are not really seeing a way forward with this individual. But they see joy with you. They do see celebration. That is what they want to get to. They want to build something solid, and they'll stop at nothing because they want to get to just this emotional joy with you. What's going on with this other person? Wow, this is a great combination, very interesting, because we've got the flag here of success. So I think this person wants success with you. They seem to want to overcome what's been holding them back. And they know that you are the good, sweet essence to their life. Like you bring them a sense of hope and a sense of nourishment. They find your energy calming and replenishing. But they have been in handcuffs, so they're determined now to actually get success and win you over, or actually win out over their own fears, own past patterns, behaviors that have held them back. Okay, what do they want to say to you? Let's pick up this deck. Wow, they have done a lot of work on themselves in this space. They have now aligned to a frequency that is either on your frequency or is nearby. So they are really raising their game. They have gained a new perspective here. So they are really seeing the ways in which they have self-sabotaged in the past. And they are taking courage now to break through that. And this could be you as well. Like, if you are mirroring each other, then you will have had some of these fears sort of projected out onto them, and maybe you've been doing a lot of work in the interim too. So this reading could be equally about your attitude to love as well as theirs. But now they are ready to take off the mask and be honest with you and open with you. So the question is for you now, are you able, ready and willing to do the same? Have you got to a place of self-confidence and self-knowledge where you are okay being vulnerable because you know you can handle whatever happens? Well, let's look at energies for you to lean away from and energies to lean towards. Oh, lovely. So lean away from being harsh, cold, manipulative, and overly defensive. Queen of Swords in reverse. Unforgiving, malicious, bitter. So you obviously want to keep your defenses up, but your heart open. Don't try and get payback or revenge, or you hurt me so I'm going to hurt you. That is not going to assist you in this area. I don't think this would be you, but if there is the inclination to punish, lean away from that as best you can. Instead, look to the future, moving forward in this quite fast moving energy here. What does it say? Success driven, assertive. So be assertive, be prepared to communicate. The nights are all about changing circumstances usually. It can be a person. Swords is all about air signs, so it's all about communication. So speaking up, being assertive, and you know, without being bitter and malicious. And it's very forward moving energy. So anything you can do to move towards the future is definitely something that is worth focusing on, lean towards, and also be daring. I just noticed on this card. So take a risk. As I say, it's uncomfortable removing your mask. It's uncomfortable, you know, seeing where you have played into issues yourself, and taking steps to actually change your behavior is scary, and it can be quite a gradual thing, but just be daring about it. Okay, I'm going to pull a few cards to finish up. This has been a bit of a long one. Okay, just to sum up, these cards are fascinating. So we have hold your vision. So really keep in mind the kind of relationship you want and the kind of vibe that you want to create with somebody, and hold on to that and make sure that you guys are both on the same page here. There is a breakthrough coming. Now, interestingly, what I'm getting is that this breakthrough, this sort of situation is going to call on you a lot. You may be thinking that you're just waiting for somebody to come back into your life or come into your life and it'll all be smooth. But in fact, there is a lot here for you to do. This is what I'm getting. So be ready that this person may come in with so much honesty and openness that it's going to challenge you to step up and step outside your comfort zone and do the same and match them. So you might be feeling like you're in the superior position of just like waiting for someone to come back. It's actually going to be a little bit different to that. And if you'd like a personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com, because I can look at your own situation in much more detail. But anyway, there is a breakthrough coming. But here you are being called to step up and lead. So this is, you know, hold your vision and show leadership towards what it is that you want. How can you bring it forth? How are you being called to take responsibility of yourself and be brave enough to step out of your own handcuffs here? Summoning power came out. So that is really making sure you are grounded, making sure you are solid in your own truth with your own boundaries so that you can open your heart. And yeah, it's about self-control, intellect, instinct, which is a really interesting card to come out in this context. So it'll be different for everybody. You will know what this means to you. But to me, it feels like when you are grounded, when you summon your power, you can meet someone with openness, because you're not defensive, you're not game playing, you're not kind of dancing around things to try and protect yourself or get an upper hand. You just are calm and you're kind of in control of your own self so that you can be open. That's what it says to me. What else have we got here? So we have the card of independence, the moon in the 11th house sign of Aquarius, which is all about friendships. So emotionally, start off from a place of friendship with this person. And then we got another emotional card, the moon again, this time in the 12th Pisces house. And that is about really examining emotionally the ways you self-sabotage and what is really underlying things, maybe at a spiritual level. So tap in spiritually, but you might find yourself triggered in emotional ways that you did not expect. And that's when you have to take a breath, summon your power, and instead of running or picking a fight or getting the ick or finding fault, that's when you summon your power and go, okay, I'm feeling challenged here to self-sabotage. How am I responsible for myself here? How can I ground myself so I don't overreact, so I don't act in negative ways and push out my fears by pointing the finger at someone else? You know, it's really quite tempting to psychoanalyze other people in a relationship and see where they're at fault. Instead, turn that sort of focus onto yourself and stand in your own power and go, why am I triggered like this? but there is a great achievement here. The Sun in the 10th house of fame, the Capricorn point. This is about achievement through effort, slow and steady effort, but that is a beautiful sign. What is achievement? Yes, so that is a beautiful energy around rewards, really brilliant rewards for persistence and effort, and slow and steady. So those are the watchwords about this relationship for you, my darlings. I hope this makes sense for you. And yeah, as I say, if you'd like a personal reading for more detailed personal information, visit my website, abundancelovejoy.com. There are plenty of different options there for a reading from me. Otherwise, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.